All about the healing. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though, with my peeps? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My day ones, my day twos, my new news. I love you. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and get into it because I don't know what I'm dealing with here. Okay, first of all, in the past, we doing the past, the present in real time, and then we're going to do what is this all about? What do I need to know? Energy. So past energy is which I thought was you, but it's not you. This is literally somebody that was in your life. This person was in your life who I explained. I don't know if it was you or if it was what about. But I explained that we have people that come into our life. Some people that come into our life, they have a contract in the lower realms and with God to come into your life to wake you up. That means to do everything they big and bad enough to do to wake you up. That means to hurt you, break your heart, cheat on you, lie on you, betray you, whatever they deem is necessary to wake you up. To not only wake you up, to get you and line you with yourself, back to yourself, seeing your self-value, your worth, who you are, totally wake you up. Then you have people that is supposed to come into your life that whether it's you that wake up or it's them that wake up. One of you are going to wake up first. And the one that wakes up first has the obligation to wake the other person up. And with both of you woken up, you're supposed to walk this path, this journey, grow, build. And you're supposed to be in each other's life, sharpening each other, sharpening, growing, learning this path together. You have your own separate paths, but you learn and you grow and you bounce off of each other. That person has a choice. They either gonna grow with you, build with you, learn with you, or they have the option, because we have free will. Once we get down here, we have free will regardless of the contract. We have free will. They have free will to either go with you, grow with you, be with you, or betray you and choose to go opposite of you. That's this person. We ain't picked up another op. Another person that chose they were supposed to go with you. I believe the last reading, this is your second reading for today, and I believe we picked up, hold on. Okay, no. All right, that was what about. All right, so I'm picking up on the op. Okay, what about? I picked up on the op on what about. That's still all signs. You can go check that out. But this person was supposed to go on, supposed to be on the path with you. Now, unlike their story, your story, you both was trauma bonding, because when you were with their in the light, and when you were with them, now this could be anybody, right? A op could be your friend, your lover, your husband, your wife. It could be anybody, which I believe we get in the course of a life, we can get, in our lifetime, we can get a couple of ops, people who turn out to be ops in our life. Platonic, we can get family, we can get lovers or somebody that's romantic, we can get platonic, we can get neighbors, we can get co-workers. It could be anybody. But for this particular reading, I'm picking up, you trauma bond with someone. They came into your life, but this particular person was supposed to grow with you, build with you. It's not telling me was it a friend, a lover, or what it is. It's just telling me opposition. Let me see if I see anything. I see both. I see a platonic and I see a divine partner, but they in reverse. So that means somebody that was supposed to be your divine partner chose to be what? Your op. Chose to go against being divine and chose to be karmic. Chose to portray you. Chose to put them knives in your back. Chose to come against you, chose to not learn, not to grow with you, not to build with you, but to hurt you, damage you, try to curse you, go and you know, go totally against you, because where you woke up to wanting to serve, having a love for God, a love for self. You love God first, and God guided you to loving yourself and seeing your self-value. And in seeing your self-value, you was able to see God within you. That's how it all got started. But this person, they didn't see God. They didn't allow God to transform their heart, to transform whatever y'all trauma bond against. What was it? What when you trauma bond with someone, it's some type of negative aspect. Something you come together, something you agree upon that it happened, or some type of negative belief, or some type of hurt or issue, or childhood issue, or childhood pain, or abuse, or something that happened to you happened to this person, or some type of belief that they believe about life, about childhood, about their childhood. You both come into some type of agreement, but whatever it is, it's something traumatic, right? It's something traumatic. But you broke out of it. You chose to allow God to show you a way to be able to deal with your issue. And they chose to still stay in bitterness and stay a victim. And you wanted to come out of victimhood. You wanted to come out of the blame game. You wanted to come out of the cycle of trauma, abuse, blaming and looking and trying to find somebody to place your feelings and your place your emotions and blame and all and victimhood on somebody else. And you went to God to help you. You wanted God to help you. You asked God for help. You asked God for guidance to get you up out of this situation. And God did that. And you listened and you got out of that situation. But you got somebody here that you was very close with, that they didn't go that route. They wanted to keep on blaming and keep on, that bitterness and keeping all that long and drawn out you know, my life, and everybody hate me, and people keep walking away from me, and everybody don't like me, and this happened to me, and everything happens to me. I don't never get a break. I can't never get a break. Down in the dumps. No faith. No belief. Can't see anything good about their life. Can't find anything to be grateful for. Because everything in their life is everything in life is low down and dirty. Everything in life is a drag. Everything in life is nothing in life to hope for. Nothing in life good. Everything is woulda, coulda, shoulda. Everything is bad. They can find everything about life that's bad, but they can't never find anything in their life to be grateful for. To never find anything in their life that's going good. Nothing that they can go look at in their life, the praise and clap and laugh and and be happy about. It's always something that they can find that's bad. And you got out of that mindset. You got out of that and changed your life around. But this particular person chose to stay in that situation, in that mindset. And in choosing to do so, chose to be your op. Chose to be your downfall. Chose to take on the role of becoming your op, your nemesis, because you were bold enough. Who are you to walk away and turn your life around? Who are you to think you're better than me because you chose to see something good? You chose to see yourself in a positive light. And because I can't see myself in a positive light, I want to cause harm. I want to put knives in your back. I want to hate on you. I want to make sure that I pull you down the best, and the pull you down the down as much as I can. I want to make sure I never leave you be. Make sure that your life go down in the gutter. The more you try to pull away, the more that you try to make yourself out of something, the more that you rise and shine, and the more you see good and your life worth living and value and self-love and positivity, the more I'm going to keep throwing these fiery darts and keep throwing shade and hate upon you. I'm going to be your op. And I'm not ever going to leave you alone. I don't have no faith. Not worried about no faith. Not worried about anything dealing with faith. I'm not interested in faith. So be it. That's this person. That's your past. You walked away from that past. And now, at the present time and at the moment, you are what in the spirit realm we call the tree of life. You have grown. Because where you were in the past, you had chose to empower yourself out of that situation and walk away from that person and that mindset. So in the past, you had focused on empowering you. But as it stands today, you you are the tree of life, and you empower people all around you. Everywhere you go, you empower people because you planted the roots, and your roots grew into this most beautiful tree, from the root to the bark to the branches to the leaves, and now you're bearing fruit. Every experience, every lesson, every betrayal, every emotion, everything that you have built, everything that you've learned, everything that you are, has grown into the most beautiful, magnificent, glowing, abundant tree. The tree of life. The tree of fulfillment. The tree of many aspects of you. And now, at the present moment, that tree is growing many, many branches off of the many extensions of you that you have helped, that you have birthed, that you have shown, teach, grown, transformed, renewed. Every word, every lesson, every person, everything that you have done has grown into this magnificent, beautiful tree. The tree of life, your tree of life. See, and so at the present moment, you also have these same people. So now it's not just this one person in the past. As you've grown and as your tree have grown and the branches is growing and the fruit is bearing, and you looking like money, and you looking like resources, and you looking so abundant, and you helping people, and people are growing, and people are beautiful, and everything is glowing. You got other people that have joined this person in throwing fiery darts and false narratives and evil eye and throwing shade and lies and slander to try to shake the fruit off the tree, or try to get the branches to not be so full and vibrant and beautiful, or or try to make the fruit rot on the tree, or not be so abundant. Because see, now is harvest time. It's time for the tree to the fruit is abundantly on the tree. And so it's time to harvest. Now it's time to see what you have grown, what harvest, what you have. Let's see what seeds that you planted. Let's see what all comes out. Let's see how big the crop is going to be. Let's see how abundant this is going to come out. And so that's where you got these other people coming in, so they can try to, they see that the fruit was there on the tree, but try to not allow or try to intervene that the fruit that was on the tree would be not sweet, or in some type of way try to intervene to tarnish the abundance of beautiful fruit that you have planted, so many seeds that you have bear so many seeds in planting. But God, but God, I smile because God has something so great in store for you. It's been a hard road in the path for you. But whoever you are, you stayed the course. You stayed the course. And I just don't know how many people would be able to withstand so much hatred, so many eyes full of negativity and negative intent and harm, and keep on going and keep on growing and teaching and helping and just keep on trying to do what is right, do what is honorable, because you're trying to do and be what God has called you to do and be. You're not really asking for nothing. You just keep on pushing, keep on walking, and keep on doing what you know in your heart, your mind, your soul, and your spirit, that if you don't never get a harvest, if you don't never get a get back, if you don't never get the promises that God said that is yours, it don't mean you're not going to get it by and by. It doesn't mean that it's never going to come. It don't even mean that it's never ever going to be able to. Hold on. Okay, so if you hear something, just ignore them. So what I'm saying is, and see, I was trying to get back so I won't forget my train of thought, but what I'm saying is that you're not worried about getting compensated. You're not worried about being compensated. You just doing what you know that you're supposed to do, and you stand true and committed to that thing. And so, of course, by you doing that, staying true and committed, you got people that want to come in and take you off course and distract you. But it hasn't worked because you stand fast in what it is that you believe that you're supposed to be doing. You stand true and true to your tree of life. You're not letting anybody break your tree of life. But the more you stand and the more you stay in this tree, on this journey, because that's what the tree of life is, a journey. As you stay on this journey, you are going to build a people. You're gonna have a abundant of people that's going to try to take you off course and take you off your game, right? So continue to not worry about them. At the present time, you're not worried about them. I'm talking about my people that's working hard. I'm talking about my people who are staying the course and believing in what they do and what they do and who they are every day. In spite of, they can see it, they can feel it, they can, feel all the nasty, icky energy, but they still keep going. I'm talking to you, the ones that's unbothered. You're not bothered by these people. You're not bothered by what they're talking about. You don't care. Because at the end of the day, they don't keep you safe. They do nothing for you. But God does everything. God sustains you. You may don't have everything, but God sustains you. And you know, that's what I was trying to say. You know without a shadow of a doubt that if you don't get it right now, when I say by and by, you gonna get it, because we are eternal. It's external. We ETRNAL. We are. So if I don't get it on this timeline, and I'm in the ground, and God have not given it to me, I'm gonna get it. One day, 1 hour, one timeline, one spiritual realm, I'm gonna get it. But the most important thing is to do, to be, and to stay in the will of the Most High God. And don't fall victim for the okie doke. That is the ultimate lesson and plan for the light worker, for the seer, for the prophet, for whomever and everybody that has a destiny, a purpose, a calling in this timeline, especially at a time such as this. Okay, so what it is. So I say, okay, what is this all about? What it's all about is that I explained that tree of life analogy to you. You that is on this journey, the tree of life, your tree is blossoming, it's bearing fruit. You are abundant, you're glowing. You are not perfect. I didn't say that. Not perfect. Okay? But your tree is glistening. Your tree is doing the thing. Your tree is on it. And a lot of people don't have the fruit that you have on your tree. A lot of people tree got one piece of fruit or two pieces of fruit. Your tree is abundant, right? Or some people don't even have no fruit, didn't bear any fruit on their tree. And so when they look at your tree, they look at you, they're in total confusion. Total confusion about you. Total confusion of how your tree got that much fruit. What did you do? See, your tree got fruit. You got wisdom. You got clarity, because with the tree abundantly like that, you have the experience, you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the backing. With a tree like that, whatever you need, if you need wisdom, you need clarity, if you need strength, in that tree, you can find it. You can find the answers. In that tree is healing. In that tree is abundance and stability and growth. And in that tree, you can find so many aspects to life problems and issues in that tree. And so you have these people here wondering, how did you bear all that fruit? When I look at my tree, I don't have no fruit. When I look at my tree, I don't have what you have. I'm confused. I'm scratching. Then also, they trying to figure out, how did your tree even come out like that with all the stuff that I plotted out and planned, and all the things that I set up, and all the things that I did to you? How did your tree still bear that fruit? How did your tree come out the way your tree came out? It's like a personal, it's like a personal, they looking at their tree and they looking at your tree, and they trying to size, and they trying to look within themselves and look at your tree and look at their tree, and they get embarrassed, and they get, shame, because they tree don't look quite nothing like your tree. That is the best analogy that I have come up with, because that makes me understand and understand and overstand a little bit more about this comparison thing, about this competition thing. Because they could see their tree and they could see your tree, and they always trying to size up and one up, and trying to take stuff off of your tree and try to put it on their tree to make it seem like both of the trees are both playing all the games. See, but you see your tree, and when you look at your tree, you ain't looking at other people's tree. You're not really, you can, if you have the spiritual eyes to look at other people's tree, but you don't do that. You have the spiritual eyes to be able to figure it all out, but you don't do that, because in order to do all of that, that means that you taking upon other people energy, and you taking on other people energies, because you looking at all up in their tree, and you're just not gonna do all that. You've learned to stay in your lane and mind your own business. So you don't look at other people's tree. So you're not trying to compare to other people. You stay in your lane, mind your business, And that is why you don't understand and understand why people are up on you, bothering you, all up in your business and trying to figure you out. Because you're not really looking at their tree. You're not really trying to size them up. You know about them from the past. You know who they are from the past, but you ain't really trying to figure out who they are right now. You minding your business. But they all in your tree and what you got going on. They know how much fruit is on your tree. They know how many branches, how far your branches and grown. They know everything about your tree instead of minding their own business. And that is why you have so many people trying to compare themselves to you. You got so many people that trying to figure you out. You got so many people that want to take from you. You got so many people because they minding your business, trying to count, trying to look, trying to size everything going on with your tree. When they should be minding their own tree and trying to figure out how they can bear fruit on their tree. Take care their roots, water their roots and water and try to trim some of those branches so they can fill out some. They need to figure out how to grow their own tree and figure out how to get their tree to bear fruit instead of being up on you. They confused. How you matured. See, your tree is matured. After all that chaos, all that destruction, all that negativity, your tree still still got all of that fruit because you watered your roots, you fertilized your roots, you trimmed things down, you did everything required. You what they call pruned. You pruned your branches, and you did all the things that you were supposed to do. So your tree now is mature and beautiful the way it should be. How did you do it? And now they have to face the fact that all of that energy, negative energy, they try to set fire to your branches and try to set fire and burn your tree down, and you were innocent. Now they got to face the fact and face up to the things that they did to try to do to your tree. And some of you, they did burn your tree down. They did. But you know what? God helped you, restored you, renewed you, and rebuilt you. And now you have rebuilt a tree that can never be burnt down again. Again, trying to figure out how. Because they try to burn you down, but your tree won't burn. You learned that lesson. And you'll never do that. You'll never allow another person to come in and burn what you have built again. So, I'm going to end it right there because we have 40 minutes already. And if I keep going, we'll be at an hour. But it's so much more that I could say. But I'm going to leave it right there. So with that being said, if this is any portion of this reading that resonate with you. But before I even do that, I just want to say, if this is you, by all means, pat yourself on the back. By all means, give the praise and the honor to the Most High. But give yourself acknowledgement, because everybody can't do what you did with your tree. Acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge the hard work, the dedication. Acknowledge the willpower, the stamina, the experiences that you've had to get you to who you are, what you are, and what you represent. Because everybody ain't able. So with that, if this is resonate with you, if you understand, get it, got the analogy, understand, got it, resonated, put in the comments, this was a lot and I accept. This was a lot and I accept. Because by you saying you accept and you acknowledge that your tree of life is hot and popping. Yes, sir, you hot and popping. All right. So, hype it up. Oh, it's time for me to put this reading out right now. Okay, so hype it up. Like, share, subscribe. Okay. Yeah, I already. Okay, I'm trying to see. All right, I'm about to put this reading out right now. Okay, so I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing, and Trinity is